Have you ever found yourself wondering if this constant tiredness is just something that comes with age? You're not alone if you've been there. Waking up already feeling like you're running on empty, reaching for that second cup of coffee just to make it through the morning. It's something so many of us deal with, but I want you to know that feeling low on energy isn't something you just have to accept. It doesn't have to be your new normal. I know how easy it is to chalk it up to getting older. We tell ourselves, of course I'm tired. I'm not as young as I used to be. And while it's true that our bodies go through a lot of changes as we age, our metabolism slows down, hormones shift, and our cells just don't bounce back the way they used to, it doesn't mean we have to give up on feeling good and vibrant. Because here's the thing, it's never too late to make a change. Even small, gentle adjustments can start to add up to something wonderful. Today, I want to talk about 5 simple, delicious foods that can help put that pep back in your step. These aren't magic pills or complicated diets. They're real, nourishing foods that can help you feel more energized and ready to take on the day. And who doesn't want that? Before we dive into these 5 superfoods, I want you to take a moment and think about your own energy levels lately. Do you find yourself feeling sluggish more often than not? Maybe you've noticed you're taking more naps during the day, or it's just harder to get going in the morning. If that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. Let's start with something so simple yet so powerful: leafy greens. Foods like spinach and kale are packed with iron, which is absolutely essential for carrying oxygen in our blood. Without enough iron, it's no wonder we feel like we're dragging ourselves through the day. Have you ever noticed how a fresh salad or a green smoothie seems to give you a little lift? That's not just in your head. It's your body thanking you for the boost. Iron helps every cell in your body get the oxygen it needs to keep you feeling strong and alert. One of my favorite ways to enjoy leafy greens is by adding a handful of spinach to my morning smoothie. It's quick, easy, and doesn't change the flavor much at all. Or, if you're more of a warm meal person, try sautéing some kale with a bit of garlic for a simple side dish that's both tasty and energizing. I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite way to eat your greens? Do you have a go-to recipe or a little trick that makes them more enjoyable? Let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for new ideas to keep meals interesting. Now, let's move on to another superstar for your energy: fatty fish like salmon. This one's a game changer. Let's start with something so simple yet so powerful: leafy greens. Foods like spinach and kale are packed with iron, which is absolutely essential for carrying oxygen in our blood. Without enough iron, it's no wonder we feel like we're dragging ourselves through the day. Have you ever noticed how a fresh salad or a green smoothie seems to give you a little lift? That's not just in your head. It's your body thanking you for the boost. Iron helps every cell in your body get the oxygen it needs to keep you feeling strong and alert. One of my favorite ways to enjoy leafy greens is by adding a handful of spinach to my morning smoothie. It's quick, easy, and doesn't change the flavor much at all. Or, if you're more of a warm meal person, try sautéing some kale with a bit of garlic for a simple side dish that's both tasty and energizing. I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite way to eat your greens? Do you have a go-to recipe or a little trick that makes them more enjoyable? Let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for new ideas to keep meals interesting. Now, let's move on to another superstar for your energy: fatty fish like salmon. This one's a game changer. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are little bursts of nutrition. They're packed with antioxidants that help protect your cells from damage and reduce that sneaky inflammation that can leave us feeling so sluggish. Plus, they've got fiber to help keep your blood sugar steady. When your blood sugar is stable, you don't get those up and down energy crashes that can leave you feeling wiped out. What I love about berries is how easy they are to add to your meals. A handful of blueberries on your oatmeal in the morning, or a few strawberries sliced up in some yogurt. It's such a simple, delicious way to treat your body. And there's something about those bright, beautiful colors that just feels so uplifting, isn't there? I want to ask you, do you have a favorite berry? Or maybe a memory of picking fresh berries as a kid? I remember my grandmother taking me berry picking in the summertime, and how sweet and juicy those berries tasted right off the vine. It's funny how those little moments stick with us, even decades later. If you haven't tried adding berries to your daily routine, give it a shot. It's such a simple change, and you might be surprised by how much better you feel. Let me know in the comments. Are you team blueberry, strawberry, or raspberry? Now, let's talk about something that might already be one of your favorite snacks: nuts and seeds. They're such a perfect little package of goodness, full of healthy fats, protein, and minerals that can keep you feeling satisfied and focused. I love a good handful of almonds or cashews in the afternoon, especially when I need a little pick-me-up. And pumpkin seeds? Don't even get me started. They're a crunchy little powerhouse, and they're loaded with magnesium, which is so important for energy production and helping your muscles relax. Have you noticed how eating nuts or seeds seems to help you feel more alert? I'd love to hear if you've experienced that too. And if you're not sure how to work them into your day, start small. Keep a little jar of mixed nuts on the counter, or sprinkle some seeds on your salad or in your morning yogurt. It's all about those small steps. I can't help but smile when I think about how these little choices, like adding a few berries to your breakfast or a small handful of nuts as a snack, can help you feel more like yourself again. That spark of energy that makes you want to get outside for a walk or spend a little more time with the grandkids. It's all within reach. Let's take a moment to pause and check in. What's one small change you're feeling excited to try? Maybe it's adding some berries to your cereal tomorrow, or maybe it's keeping a small container of almonds by your favorite chair. Whatever it is, I want to cheer you on because you're already taking a step toward feeling better. And before we wrap up this part, there's one more food I have to share today, one that might surprise you: sweet potatoes. They're not just a holiday treat. They're an everyday powerhouse. Sweet potatoes are full of complex carbohydrates that help provide a steady stream of energy without the roller coaster of quick sugar crashes. Plus, they're packed with beta-carotene, which is so good for your skin and your immune system. I love to bake them in the oven with a little olive oil and some cinnamon for a warm, comforting side dish. Or sometimes, I'll mash them up with a sprinkle of nutmeg for a cozy treat. Have you tried sweet potatoes in different ways? If you have, please share your favorite recipe with me in the comments. I'd love to try it. It's amazing how something so simple and natural can help us feel more vibrant and alive. And remember, this isn't about overhauling everything overnight. It's about finding small ways to nourish your body and mind. Little changes that add up to something wonderful. So far, we've talked about leafy greens, fatty fish, berries, nuts and seeds, and sweet potatoes. In the next part, I'll wrap it all up with a few gentle reminders and a big dose of encouragement, because I know you could do this. For now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods are you excited to try? What's already part of your routine? Let's keep this conversation going in the comments. I'm here to cheer you on every step of the way. As we bring everything together, I hope you're feeling a little more inspired and maybe even a little bit hungry, because these 5 superfoods aren't just about nutrition. They're about enjoying life and feeling your best. We've covered so much already. Leafy greens like spinach and kale, those beautiful fatty fish like salmon, sweet berries that burst with flavor, crunchy nuts and seeds, and those comforting, satisfying sweet potatoes. Each of these foods is a small act of care for your body, a way to honor this chapter of your life with kindness and nourishment. I want to pause and remind you, this journey doesn't have to be perfect. It's not about overhauling your entire diet or suddenly giving up everything you love. It's about adding in more of the good stuff, the things that help you feel more alive and ready to greet each new day. I know it can feel overwhelming at times, especially when you're already juggling so much. But trust me when I say, even the smallest changes can create a ripple effect of positive energy. Maybe it's swapping out a side of white rice for some roasted sweet potatoes. Maybe it's adding a handful of berries to your breakfast, or making that simple swap from chips to a small bowl of mixed nuts in the afternoon. These aren't huge, dramatic changes, but they can help you feel more like yourself again. Let's take a moment to think about how this might feel in your own life. Have you ever noticed how your energy shifts on the days you eat a bit healthier? Maybe it's feeling clearer in the mind or lighter in your step. Maybe it's just that tiny glimmer of motivation that makes you want to go for that walk or try something new. I'd love to hear how this resonates with you. Is there something you're excited to add to your meals this week? Or maybe you have a story about how changing up your diet has helped you feel more alive. I'd be so honored to hear it. Please share it in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to take that first step. And if you're feeling unsure about where to start, just know that you don't have to do it alone. This is a community We're all figuring it out together, supporting each other through every little victory and every little setback. That's what makes this journey so beautiful, knowing that we're all walking this path side by side. So, let's take a deep breath together. Let's celebrate the fact that you're here, taking the time to care for yourself. That's something truly special, and it's something to be proud of. If you've enjoyed this conversation, if you found even one tiny piece of inspiration today, I'd love for you to hit that like button. It lets me know this message is reaching you. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more gentle, empowering videos like this one. There's so much more to come, and I want you to be part of it. More than anything, I hope you take away this simple truth. You deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve to wake up feeling ready for the day ahead, not weighed down by fatigue. Your golden years are still yours to shape, and these small steps can help you feel more like yourself, vibrant, engaged, and full of life. Let's keep this conversation going, and let's keep cheering each other on. Share your stories in the comments, and take a moment to support someone else's journey if you see a message that resonates with you. Because that's what community is all about, lifting each other up one comment at a time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this space with me today. And remember, your best years still have so much to offer. Let's make the most of them together.